Hi there. Welcome to understanding why I recommend the Bronze Enrollment Bundle for you to get started in your weight loss journey with Tranont, at a minimum, the Bronze. I'm going to start by showing you, I'm going to put this up close. Here is some examples of my before and after. Hopefully the light's working. I wanted to share my screen, but it hasn't been succeeding. So you can see in February of last year, I weighed 172 pounds, which is the photo on the right in both examples. In May of this year, I weighed 122 pounds. This morning is when that black and white photo was taken. That is at 115 pounds. I am going to tell you how I got there, and I'm so excited to share this with you. And what I'm about to share is going to be the solution to the semaglutide weight loss injection craze. You heard me. We have a clean, plant-based, safe, zero side effect, 1/10 of the cost solution to the semaglutide craze. And I'm going to show you that. And it was the huge piece of how I got from the photos in the right to the photos in the left. Now, I want to remind you, this was a 13-month journey. This was not overnight. If you're looking to do this in 3 months, turn us off, because that's not true weight loss. The semaglutides, actually 50% of that weight loss is muscle loss. I'm going to be 60 years old in December. The last thing I need is any more muscle loss. I wanted to do it the right way. Okay. This is clean, safe, plant-based, beyond affordable, and delicious. The product line is Tranont, Tranont. And so what I wanted to start with saying, so those of you who don't know me, my name is Gina Della. My full-time job is I am Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So many of you, if you're watching this in Wisconsin, are familiar with seeing me on TV commercials, billboards, hearing me on the radio. You've certainly watched in real time from my TV spots my journey, my 57-pound weight loss. Okay. Before I knew this would even happen, I want to go back, and before I share with you, I want to briefly tell you that 19 months ago, I was diagnosed with a precancerous condition of my esophagus. You want to hear scared? That's scary when you hear that C word. I was also a candidate for a colostomy when I woke up from that day. And it was totally a case of woulda, shoulda, coulda, remorse, regret. Why didn't I try harder to lose weight? Why didn't I exercise more? All the things we said, right? We all say. Then my son was getting married last year, September 9th. And emotionally, I had hit rock bottom. I was embarrassed to go out anymore. My clothes kept having to get bigger. I'm 5'2" at this time, 172 pounds, and a size 14-16. And I love clothes. I love fun. I'm social. All of it went away. So I like to show this. This is the beginning of my journey, where I was finally right in my head, like hit rock bottom. I don't know if that's right or wrong in your head, but you can see I weighed 172 pounds. So on my own, I started really trying hard. And I worked with 2 of Tranont's products, Zest and Mojo, that helped curb appetite. Clean, plant-based, gave me great focus, energy that was not shaky, crabby. That's where I started. And then the evolution of the daily health system came out. So before the first piece, Transform, came, by September 9th, there's a photo of me at my son's wedding. And sorry, I don't know what it does with the light. I was so excited that I was in a size 14 gown instead of 16. because I had already lost 12 pounds at that point. Now I look at that, I think of the Spanx, everything I had, squishing every organ I had that could not be good for my liver, squishing everything I had to be as squishy as could be. And I look at that picture and I am mortified. I just was so unhealthy and so unhappy. Transform, which is piece one of our 2-piece daily health system. Okay, this is what it looks like when it gets shipped to you. And in it is our Transform and our Activate. I'm also recommending the Enrich, which is the beautiful bronze bundle, okay, which we're going to talk about in a second. So the first thing, this came out in October of last year, and it is an enzyme that converts sugar to fiber. You heard me correctly. It converts, when we eat, sugar to fiber. So I want you to think of the 100 million Americans that suffer from the disease that starts with a D. The more than 500 million Americans that are pre that disease. Okay. Just think of what this is doing for them. Converting sugar to a prebiotic soluble fiber. You can go look up a sugar to fiber Harvard study. That is not our study. They're still working on it. We've already done it. There's 10 years of research, clinical studies, patent pending in our daily health system, starting with Transform. So we all have 5 metabolic markers we should be watching. Am I going to give you the solution to the weight loss semaglutide injection craze? You better believe it. This is piece one. But I need you to understand first, it's so much more than weight loss. I never thought I would be the one saying that. It is so much more than weight loss. It is overall health. We all have 5 metabolic markers we need to be watching closely, okay? When we go to our doctor every year for a physical, we go have labs and we give a urine sample and they take our blood. Then we go to the doctor, they go over those results with us. And that's going to be 4 of the 5 metabolic markers. So it's going to, well, 3 of the 5 actually. It's going to talk about our blood glucose levels, our sugar in our blood. It's going to talk about our triglycerides, which is the fat in our blood. It's going to talk about our cholesterol. That's what the results are going to show. Then they're going to take our blood pressure, metabolic marker 4, and they're going to weigh us. Metabolic marker 5, our weight, our BMI, our dangerous visceral fat around our waistline. Okay. That is what we're going to talk about at our appointment every year. So this takes care of, the Transform takes care of metabolic marker number 1, because it converts 50 to 80% of all of the sugar we're eating in our food, whether it's fettuccine Alfredo, whether it's pizza, whether it's a piece of birthday cake, watermelon, a banana, apple, it converts that sugar to a prebiotic soluble fiber. So if you were to get a continuous glucose monitor, or you already wear one, you know how it monitors those sugar spikes. I want you to eat fettuccine Alfredo, whatever your favorite, Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't care what it is, and watch what it does. The sugar spikes, they're dangerous. Sugar feeds diabetes. Sugar feeds cancer, dementia, Alzheimer's. It is the devil. Sugar is not good for you. This is your solution to metabolic marker number 1. The next day, I want you to eat that same meal, whether it was the Krispy Kreme donut, fettuccine Alfredo, but you're going to take your 1 to 2 Transform 30 to 45 minutes before you eat, and you're going to watch it almost flatline. The proof is in the pudding, no pun intended, okay? That is your Transform. If you don't have time, or your life is like mine, I'm at galas, I'm at brewer games, entertaining people, I'm at Bucks games, I'm at, Summerfest events, state fair events, whatever it is, my life isn't always that, oh, it's 40, I'm going to eat at 6 o'clock, it's 5:15, I need to take my Transform. So 90% of the time, I am getting a cup of water, whether I'm at a restaurant, whether I am bringing, water with me, whether it's a water bottle, whatever it is, because I'll tell you, I'm never going back. I am never, ever going back to that, ever. So I get a quarter cup of water, and what I do is I go ahead and I take 2 of my Transform. Okay, because now I'm going to eat. Now I'm at the Bucks game in a suite, right? And now all that spread of irresistible, yummy, all the food. And then let's not forget the dessert cart that's going to come through. Same with at the dang Brewer games. And it's just so crazy, right? It's so delicious. So I go ahead and I put my Transform piece 1 of our bronze bundle into my water. I swirl it. Gets a little cloudy. I don't know if you can tell because it's so sunny. Gets a little cloudy, and I drink it, and it tastes like you put a little flour in it. Now it is instantly in my system, and I can immediately eat whatever the spread is, or if I'm at a tailgate, whatever it is, I can immediately eat because now it's in my body. And so 90% of the time, this is actually how I take my Transform. Transforms in my glove compartment, my purse, every office, in the kitchen. It is everywhere I go. Okay. In little peel containers in my purse. Transform is everywhere I go. So I drink it right away, and now I can eat. Okay. Takes care of metabolic marker number 1. Also, because all of that sugar, we're getting rid of that. You tend to go down a half size or a belt buckle because you're converting all of that sugar to fiber. And it's not adding onto your visceral fat, because sugar is our energy. But then once we have too much energy, it turns to visceral fat. Now we have piece number 2 of our bronze bundle. That is our amazing Activate. This is truly magic in a tub. You open it up. It is a drink. It's a delicious drink that tastes like a sweet tart. Hey. Oh, I forgot the water. Oh my God, this is mortifying. Okay, I'm going to put my scoop in there, and you're all going to wait exactly 30 seconds. Okay, typical of a Gina Della live. Okay, so you can see it's a crazy kind of greenish color, isn't it? You put 1 scoop of the Activate, and then put cold water with it. Or I'm actually more of a room temperature water person, so it's whatever you want. You could already have your scoop in a blender bottle, right? You could already have the scoop ready to go. And then when you're ready to drink it, just add your water. Watch when I stir it. It's going to become a beautiful fuchsia color. It actually tastes like a sweet tart. This is your solution to your other 4 metabolic markers. Remember Oprah, about 4 months ago approximately, did a documentary because she resigned from Weight Watchers, the board of directors, and as their spokesperson. And you can go Google her. She's almost 70 years old. She has struggled with her weight her whole life. And she did the documentary on semaglutides and our GLP-1 hormone that we all produce. The problem is we all produce different amounts of it. It is secreted from our intestines, and the GLP-1 hormone, when secreted, is what tells us we are full. Put the fork down, or it gives us our willpower between meals. As we all know, she has struggled her whole life with weight. So she went on a semaglutide, and she said, I will have to do it forever. She is monitored by doctors because of all of the side effects. Some could be very severe and life-threatening, just like any other medication we take. We do not claim to treat, heal, or cure here at Tranont. Nor can your Nature's Made vitamin C, nor can any protein powder, because we are not a food. and we're not a drug. So we're not FDA approved because we're not a food and a drug. And supplements, because they're not a food and a drug, can't guarantee, but yeah, we all still go take our vitamin C, right? Our supplement or our multivitamin. Same thing. So what Activate's going to do, what Oprah was talking about, is that drug, those semaglutides mimic what our body does. So it mimics and makes us feel full or have the willpower. However, we get diarrhea, we get nausea, we can only eat one bite and we're actually sick to our stomach, like we've eaten way too much on Thanksgiving. And then, of course, all the host of terrible side effects that could be far more serious. Activate, the ingredients are clean. They are the dark red fruits and vegetables. So think eggplant, think beets, think wild blueberries, blood orange, hibiscus, L-arginine, very clean. And so it naturally, literally like right now, literally you swallow it. And once, like I can feel the cold going down into my stomach. If it's one of those days where you're ravenous and you have zero willpower, that already just did it. So a daily health system comes with enough for Transform for every meal for a month and one serving of Activate in the once a day, usually in the morning. That's one system, okay? It instantly, right now, you want to drink it within 30 minutes because if you spread it out too long, it's not intensely hitting you. As a matter of fact, I usually slam this. I'm just always in a rush. And instantly that willpower is there. So whatever your weakness is that you are going to grab, stop, drink this. It will instantly go away. Instantly. And do you know how many times you think you're hungry, but you're actually really thirsty? It's deceiving. So then you have less of an appetite at dinner, not a nauseous feeling, not where you can't eat one bite because we have to eat. The semaglutides give you semaglutide face. Half of your weight loss is actually muscle loss. Again, I'm going to be 60 years old. I don't need muscle. I don't want muscle loss. I want visceral fat weight loss, right? So this instantly does that for you. Instantly releases that GLP-1 hormone. Also, it releases more of our AMPK protein. Our AMPK protein is something we all have, but again, not a lot of as we age. And what it is that protein regulates our metabolism. It's our fire, just like our thyroid. So it activates, again, hence the name Activate, more AMPK. So the AMPK, the more we have in our body and the more that's released, it's like a Pac-Man. And it's eating your visceral fat, which is what is also supporting your cholesterol and your triglyceride, because triglyceride is the fat in your blood. So now we've talked about metabolic marker 1, our blood sugar, metabolic marker 2, our cholesterol, 3, our fat in our triglycerides. 4, let's talk about our blood pressure. The L-arginine is a natural amino acid that creates a vasodilator, nitric oxide in our body. Once we're 40, we don't produce as much of, well, actually you stop producing nitric oxide in your body. And that's what oxygenates your blood, which helps keep a healthy blood pressure. You don't hear many kids having high blood pressure. You don't hear kids having high triglycerides, all these different things. Well, the vasodilator helps support the healthy blood pressure. It also gives you clean energy because the vasodilator oxygenating our blood gives us energy. So kind of like when you go to Vegas and you stay up, not kind of, they put oxygen in the air at the casino to keep you feeling more energetic and awake so you stay and gamble longer, okay? And then our visceral fat, our BMI. First of all, I just can't even believe this is my waistline. I'm going to just keep showing you this. That is crazy. Go look at my Facebook because you can see my events when I was at these things. It's just crazy to me because it's eating the visceral fat. And guess what? When visceral fat is removed, it is replaced with muscle, unlike the semaglutide. So we are talking such cleanliness here, plant-based. I always say check with your doctor. There are no interactions with medications because it's just like eating a lot of beets, a lot of eggplant, a lot of blueberries, Bing cherries, blood orange. None of us could eat as much as in here. Now, I will tell you, I do an a la carte activate, meaning one system is enough for 1 month, one serving a day of the activate, and enough for all the servings of your meals of the transform. I do 2 activates a day. So my second activate is going to be at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. It depends. Tonight's, a weekend night. So what am I going to do tonight? Where am I going out to dinner? Am I going to put it in a little funnel? Am I going to put 1 scoop in the funnel? And maybe I'm going to the Brewer game. So I'm going to order a bottled water and I'm going to open this into, you get these on Amazon. I'm going to open my 1 scoop right into my water bottle. So I drink it at the Brewers game. There's no excuse for me to not have this. And quite honestly, I can just put the capsule right in there too. So it's all in one fell swoop right on top of the powder, or there's the little capsule holders, but easy enough to take everywhere you go. Okay. Today I will have 3 activates because I'm not going to let this go to waste. I have many people that I'm endorsing with, that endorse me or I work with that had been retired NFL people or sports broadcasters. They do this 3 to 4 times a day as they're starting their weight loss journey. Are they always going to drink 4 activates a day? No, they will wean down. Am I always going to drink 2 activates a day? Yes. I want to maintain this. I want all the fruits and vegetables that are in here that I don't get on a daily basis. I want to continually support healthy blood pressure, cholesterol and triglycerides and blood sugar. I don't ever want to go on meds. At almost 6 years old, I'm not on 1 medication. Okay. I almost was because my triglyceride number was going up. So that is our daily health system. And then the third piece of our bronze bundle is Enrich. Enrich is a plant-based, raw, clean, literally best in class digestive enzyme. It's also a probiotic and a prebiotic. So it comes now, you can see it's a set with the Enrich. And what does Enrich do? It is, so after we're 25, I'm gonna lose my voice. After we're 25, we don't produce digestive enzymes anymore. And nobody talks about digestive enzymes. Has your doctor ever talked to you about a digestive enzyme? Well, think of I always joke when I was in college, I was the beer bong queen. And then I'd go to Taco Bell and I could wake up thinner than when I did my beer bong and my Taco Bell. That's because kids have all of their digestive enzymes. But once we're 25, we stop making them, producing them. And now we start to get heartburn. We get acid reflux, IBS, Crohn's disease. We're bloated. How many adult people have acne all of a sudden? Rosacea, eczema, that's all gut health. That's all as a result of having an unhealthy gut. The further we get away, the more depleted we are of digestive enzymes, and the more we suffer the acid reflux, the heartburn. How many people don't have a gallbladder? They can't eat what they used to. How many of you no longer can eat eggs and you used to be able to, or dairy? How many of you no longer can eat gluten, but when you were a kid, you could? Our food is more processed and chemically derived than ever before. So our digestive enzyme is a perfect blend. And I challenge all of you, if you're already on a digestive enzyme, this is literally best in class to do what I'm going to do. I'm gonna take a snack pack pudding. You're all familiar with a snack pack pudding. We all know it's not gonna move, right? I can hold it till the cows come home. It's not moving, right? And I'm gonna show you with the snack pack pudding. So this our Enrich has, as I mentioned, 11 digestive enzymes, but what it's gonna do is 4 are going to break down the carbs, 3 are going to break down protein, 2 dairy, 2 fat. So I'm going to take 2 of them. When you have a small meal, you take 2, about 5 to 10 minutes before you eat. Dinner or a larger meal, brunch, maybe larger meal, you take 3. I'm going to open these up. Anybody who doesn't like taking capsules, these don't have any flavor. They're all water soluble. And I'm going to mix it in the snack pack pudding, just like it's going to mix inside your stomach. So if you're eating steak, baked potato, a cheese stick, Doritos, oatmeal, I'm trying to think of all different meals we eat, right? A panini, we're a Panera bread, we're eating spaghetti, whatever we're eating, it is now breaking down the food. Look how fast that just happened. It's breaking down the food because now it's giving us our digestive enzymes. And look at what it just did to that snack pack pudding. If you are over 25, your body does not have the capability to do that on its own. Google John Wayne. It is said that when he passed away, he had 40 pounds of waste in his body. Many people carry at all times 10 to 20 pounds of waste. Whatever you ate yesterday is sitting in your gut for 10, 12, 14 days, rotting and molding. Look it up, Google it. This now is ridding your body of waste and allowing you to absorb the nutrients. So now you're on the daily health system, you're taking your Enrich with every meal, you're ridding your body of all that waste all the time, healthy, you are getting fruits and vegetables, hibiscus, the most clean, metabolically healthy things in the world, all with this bronze bundle. So now take a good look at this and hear me out. I'm calling it the bronze enrollment bundle. The enrollment bundle is $313. And then you can see down here, I have an asterisk of an activate for $90. That's your a la carte extra activate. So if you want to do what I did and what I am doing, that's what I take every day to maintain my weight, which I don't believe I'll go below the 115 pounds. I mean, I eat 2 meals a day. Sometimes it is 3 meals a day if I'm with my family and we're doing brunch or whatever, but mostly I eat 2 meals a day. Do I eat dessert? Go look at my Facebook page. I just ate cotton candy. Ice cream. Of course I eat. It's less, it's portion controlled, and I'm making far better choices because I'm not starving to do it. So when I talk about the enrollment bundle, so what would your cost be every month after the enrollment bundle? About $315 a month to do what I'm doing. I don't know how much you're spending on meds for blood pressure, for cholesterol, if you have diabetes. I don't know how much you're spending on all of that. I'm trying to support my body so I never have any of that and stay healthy. You're either going to pay now or you're going to pay later. And you know what I say about price? You want to know what the most expensive product is? The product you bought that didn't work. Whether you're watching an infomercial, whether you're getting sucked into whatever at GNC or Whole Foods or Target, the most expensive product is the product that didn't work. I'm here to show you this works. So the enrollment bundle is an extra $99 and it allows you to become an associate or a member just like me. You don't have to do it this way. It's just my recommendation. You know why? It's no different than your $139 Amazon membership fee. You only have to order from Amazon once, or you could order 20 times a day, like some of you do. It's no different than Costco or Sam's membership. You can walk through their doors once a year or every week or once a month. With Tranont, you can order for yourself every day or never order again. I guarantee you, you being consistent and doing what I do, you are going to have success. You are going to feel as good as I do. The enrollment bundle of bronze is the minimum. I actually did what I call the business builders bundle, platinum, because I replaced all of these supplements that Chris and I were taking before we got introduced to Tranont. I'm not here to bash any other product. Just like if you are on a digestive enzyme right now, try it with a snack pack pudding and let me know if that works for you. Because I've not had anybody's digestive enzyme compared to our first in class, best in class. Same with all these products. I was taking Advocare. I'm not embarrassed to say. I was taking Advocare Slim, Spark, the Focus for Memory, trying anything, right? Because I'm in my late 50s. The Delta, where the pack of supplements that made me feel like throwing up 3 times a day every time I took them, none of it worked. I had a radical hysterectomy in 2018 and put on 55 pounds. Again, go back in my very public Facebook page and go look at me. Go look at even 10 years ago, a memory came up. I was with beautiful Mrs. Sharnick, the hottest mom at Waukesha West, and go look at my picture. Trying all these things. If you were to buy all of these things in one fell swoop, I guarantee you it costs more than the business bundle of clean, healthy, safe, plant-based, no GMO, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no soy, no gluten, CGMP certified, scientific medical advisory board, all the things. We have less than 30 products because we're only focusing on best in class, or in the case of the daily health system, only in class products. Okay. I paid $999 to get into it. So hear me out. If you only want to just buy product for yourself, still do the enrollment bundle with the bronze, because it opens you up to when things come out. Sometimes we get to see and try and taste them first. It's not a matter of if somebody's going to ask you about Tranont. It's a matter about when, because of how good you're going to feel. This is a fraction of the 30 products we sell. So be ready to go. Reach out to me. My cell is 262-443-2168, or email me at ginadella.tranont@gmail.com, or private message me on Facebook, Gina Romano, ROMANO-Della, and watch my journey. I am so excited to help you accomplish what I did and feel better and reverse time, reverse what you look like, reverse what you feel like to a younger, better you. Thank you.